Heyo and welcome to NinjaBill Reviews, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Robot Enhanced Design, or R.E.D. Coronation Starscream, and wow, I'm impressed with this. I've looked long and hard for this toy, and finally found it, and wow, I'm genuinely impressed with this. I mean, wow. Okay, quick comparison, let's just get that out of the way. Look, there's the 86 Coronation Starscream, and everyone knows I am not a fan of, this is the Kingdom one, and I am not, or the Studio Series, whichever one it is, I am not a fan of this mold, alright? The Earthrise mold, I'm not a fan of it, alright? But he looks the part. I mean, if I wanted an animation accurate Coronation Starscream, this is the way to go. This is it. This is awesome. This, not so much. Anyway, we'll get that out of there, and we'll take a quick look at the box, and this is the box. Let me raise up my camera here. There we go. And of course, this is the Robot Enhanced Design Packaging, R.E.D. Generations, logo 8+, Transformers, the movie. You got Coronation Starscream, Hasbro. This side, that wraparound image. I dig it. I dig it a lot. I dig it a lot. On this side is clear to... It has a display there where it has all of his accessories, which we'll look at a moment. Here in the back, shows him in his robot mode with all the accoutrements. Pretty cool. Crown, blast effects, hands, cape, shoulder pauldrons. I dig it. I dig it. There's the bottom. There's the top. That's pretty much the box. So, yeah. And we'll get back to this guy, and I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. I like it a lot. My camera just went whoop down. So once again, there is a clean comparison with nothing in the background, and he's a bit taller than this one, which I like. I like the proportions. Aesthetically, he is much better than this. This is blocky and chunky, and I'm just not a fan of this mold. All right. And he's aesthetically, he looks the part. I mean, look at that. That's great. Sure, he could be more of this kind of color, I think, but this really does work. And we'll get in close and look at that. I love the head sculpt here. I tried to swap out this head for the one on this version, but the ball joint is not the same size, so this head just flopped around on this ball joint. So didn't work. I wanted to swap out the heads, but oh yeah, look at that mug. That's just cool. That's just cool. I dig it. Nice grin on his face. Red eyes. Just awesome. Got some side to side. Can look up quite a bit. Can look down. It's great. Got some gray in there. The shoulder things. Nice gunmetal going on here. Gold for that cockpit. Lots of grays. Wings are movable. They're just on a clip, so they can be removed easily. As a matter of fact, in packaging, they're not on, so you have to place the wings on the toy. And again, they're just C-clips, so you can just clip them right in. But, you know, you do get some movement out of those. Let's back off a little bit more. Look at that. It looks gold in the light. I dig that. I dig that. Anyway, so you can get some movement, display those how you wish. You can have them back more or forward, or, you know, you can actually emote a little with these things. Remember how in Transformers Prime, how Starscream's wings would fold in or fold out when he was excited or whatever. That was, you know, a bit of emoting going on with his wings. I dig that. Shoulders would move all the way around if those wings would not be there. Got a nice range going out. So that's pretty cool. I dig that. Got a more of a butterfly back than forward, so that's kind of disappointing. Of course, these do come off or on, and they do swivel. I put some nail polish on that post because mine were just falling off. They weren't staying on there. Anyway, double jointed elbow, nice range. Hands, got a joint in there, gives them full range of motion on those hands. I mean, you got a swivel, You got up and down and in and out, and you got all kinds of ways you can display those, and they're easy to remove. He comes with 2 open hands, splayed hands, like there, you're shown here, right and left, or he comes with 2 fists, right and left. And again, here's the joint on there. It's very much like the, boy, this one is really stiff. Ugh. This one is really stiff. Let's just demonstrate. Pop that off. Boom. Pop that on. And it reminds me of the old, I can't remember the name of the series of toys now, but yeah, right. Anyway, boy, that one is really stiff. Look. Boy, that one is really stiff. Compared to this one, which is, you know, looser. This one is... Boy, oh boy. Well, anyway, I'm not going to force it right now. So, moving on. Anyway, you do get a swivel here. This canopy can be moved out of the way for greater movement. So, you got a nice waist movement, and you've got an ab crunch. So, you do have a nice ab crunch on there. And again, this moves out of the way. You can take this off and get that range of movement out of there. So, mine moves very roughly, as you can see, very roughly. And then you can just replace that canopy onto there and have it, you know, displayed however you wish, unless it falls off. But you do have that there if you wish. So a nice ab crunch going on there. Plop that back on there. Legs will kick out that far, go forward that far, go back that far. You have a thigh swivel built right onto there. You do have a nice range of knee going on there. If I can get it, boom, there you go. Nice deep range of knees going on there. You have this is a solid piece, so no movement there. So all the movement, you got toe tilt down, up, and a rocker. Not a deep one though. That's kind of sad. It's good enough, but you know. But anyway, yeah, I am actually really impressed with this. Some of the R.E.D. line I haven't been impressed with, but I'm telling you what, if I want to display, you know, show accurate, animation accurate toys, R.E.D. Coronation Starscream is the way to go. So let's talk about the rest of the accessories. I talked about his other hands. All right, comes with a crown, much as a Coronation Starscream would. Got some nice reds on that gold, and of course it just attaches to his helmet. Boom, and this is more animation accurate helmet. However, or crown. However, it's not as well painted as the other one, as the one that comes with the Studio Series, as you can see. Not as well painted, but it's more animation accurate. It doesn't have those big blocky things on the side there. And this can fit on his head, although rather loosely, but it can fit on there. If you wish to swap that out, you can, and it doesn't interfere with his movement at all. So that does work, and of course there's this one, which fits more tightly. So you have that. There you go. And of course the Studio Series one comes with this plastic cape, which, you know, looks cool. I just don't like this hard plastic material. It looks good, but, you know, I wasn't a fan that it wasn't, you know, soft goods. Well, this one comes with soft goods. This one comes with this cape, and it's pretty cool. And how this works is with these shoulder pauldrons, you'll have these pegs in here, and you'll attach via these shoulder pauldrons. They will attach, boom, just like so. And boom, get that on there. And that's how that looks. So that's how it attaches to this R.E.D. Starscream. However, if you want to swap out the cloth with the 86 one, that's actually pretty simple. All you do is you'll take his extra weapons, because, you know, he comes with these extra weapons. You'll take not these ones, because these will go on these shoulder pauldrons, right? So you leave those off. You'll take his extra weapons and you'll feed it through, peg through that, and just attach via there. Find the other one here. And I put it on backwards. Story of my life. Anyway, we'll put that one on there. Take this one, feed it around, straighten it out. Take this one, pull that through, boom. Sits a little low, I know. Sits a little low, but it does work. Fold those in, and there you go. You now have a soft cloth cape for your Studio Series 86 movie Starscream. And it's a little long, which is okay. I mean, hey, that works for me. That works for me. I dig it. I dig it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So it does come with that cloth cape. Let's go ahead and get this off here. Get all that off of there. And talk about the rest of the accessories. So cloth cape, really like soft goods. Comes with these shoulder pauldrons. Here is the 86 version. Make sure I get the right side there. This is the 86 version. It is missing the gold that the 86 has. I can paint that. That's pretty simple. So, yeah. And once again, how that works. It comes with two of them. Is we'll slip this on. Now, I'm not a fan of the way this slips on. I'm not a fan because it tends to bend the plastic. Get him out of there. Get him over here. Move these wings out of the way. I think I'll just take them off, as a matter of fact. Boom. And the way this works is you have these ports back here. And you attach these via that. But you've got to spread this plastic open, which, as you can see, can ruin the figure. And I'm not a fan of how that works. There we go. See that? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of warping plastic just to, you know, achieve a look here. But that's one side done. And now we'll do the other. Again, I'm not a fan of this. If I can find the other side here. I did. I reversed it again. I did. Story of my life. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. And that's the correct way. And once again, you'll just take his wings and pop them back onto those clips. Pop those back onto the clips. And I like the way that looks compared to how it looks on this with that, you know, cone sitting there. But he has to transform, he doesn't. So, you know, there is that. Alright, so once you have that done, then you can take his crown, put it on there to complete the look. And yeah, I love how this looks. I do. I really, really do. I love how this looks. He's much more intimidating. He's got a much more impressive stance. You know, you can pose him, you know, as well as you want. But again, he's missing the gold here. Otherwise, that would perfect the look. You do have blast effects if you want, and they just can attach to, you know, the tips there. If you want to have that look going on, you can. Choom, choom, choom. These will also work on the Studio Series 86 version if you want. So, you know, you can have those, and they work on either one. This is this set. So as you can see, it will pop onto there, or this is this set, and it will pop onto there just the same. So you can, you know, swap those out. You can swap almost everything out except for the shoulder pauldrons and, of course, the cannons from one version to the other. It's totally up to you what you want to do. As for me, I think I'm going to display you know, after much playing around with it, I think I'm actually going to make a R.E.D shelf and just display this guy this way. And then him with his usual accoutrement, because I think he just looks better, all right? And it doesn't help that I'm not a fan of this mold. So, you know, it's obviously a biased decision that I'm making. It's totally, you know, subjective here. You might feel differently. But honestly, I'm going to be right back and we'll compare the two final looks. And we're back. And there you go. Again, honestly, I think this looks better. I like the purple color better than this. I like the brighter color here than the grays here. I like his overall aesthetic better than this. Of course, you know, it's unfair to say that because he has to be a Starscream. He has to be a Jet as well, all right? And then he has to be able to wear the cape and the crown and the pauldrons. So he has to do all those things where all he has to do is look like Starscream in robot mode, all right? So it's unfair to me to say that aesthetically, you know, this wins because this has to do so many things that this one does not. This one just has to sit there and look pretty, all right? And this one has to be functional. So, you know, but in my opinion, it's well worth picking up this guy. Well worth picking up. If you run into this guy and you haven't added him to your collection yet, please do so. Please go pick this up. I know I'm way behind on a review on this guy, but you know, please do so. And by the way, you can, I forgot to mention during our you can display these. However, if you want these up, if you want these down, they can be removed too. So, you know, if you want a more clean look, you can remove those. If you want, they just peg right back in there. So, you know, you have variation with this guy. And again, you have different hands you can put in there. I'll have to work on that one. I usually do, I actually like the splayed open hand better for posing. So, you know, I like that look. Like, I get that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This has been my look at the Transformers Robot Enhanced Design Coronation Starscream. And, yeah, I recommend him. So, please click the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Click the bell if you're not already done so. Leave a comment. That all helps my channel grow. I'm hoping beyond hope to keep growing. I'm growing so slowly. I want to keep my channel growing. If you feel like doing so and have the means to do so, please support my Patreon by clicking the Patreon link in the description below and joining my Patreon. It all helps contribute to my channel and keep my channel going. And about everything else, be good to each other. Go buy this.